back, you guys, to the channel. My name is Zach, and today we're reviewing Encanto by Disney. My family has been absolutely dying to see this movie because my wife is Colombian. She's actually from Colombia, and then my daughters are really big into Disney movies. So we basically 100% had to go watch this movie at this point. Plus, my wife sort of resembles the main character a little bit. She liked the style of the main character because she's like, oh, well, she kind of looks like me. I kind of see myself in this character. So good on you, Disney, for putting my wife in the movie. The movie's about the Madrigal family that lives in a hidden area in the mountains of Colombia where there is a magical house called the Encanto. Each member of the family gets a superpower from their magic home. But for whatever reason, the magic is starting to slip away from the house. It's just starting to fade away. And the only person that can stop it is Mirabel, the main character. Mirabel is actually a really interesting character in the movie because she's the only person in the entire house that has absolutely no powers. She is just a normal person like you and me. I think it's really cool that the main character is a person that's very down to earth, has no powers, amongst a family of superheroes. I could see a kid having the exact same problems in real life. Not exactly the same, like you're not going to have like superhero family or anything like that, but things that kind of correlate with that. Feeling like you don't belong to a family, that happens all the time. Feeling average, like there's nothing special about you when everybody around you has some sort of special niche about them. I like that messaging. It is great for kids. Plus, rooting for a powerless person is always a good trait in a hero or main character, so it works narratively and for kids, so perfect. The animations look bright and vibrant. The characters move silky smooth. It's just everything about it looks gorgeous. I don't think I have to say this to you. It's kind of redundant for me to say this because it's Disney. You know, they're sinking millions of dollars of Disney bucks in this movie. I hope their animation team, you know, actually is on the money and makes things look good. So it's redundant for me to say. It looks gorgeous. The movie looks great. If you like colors and bright and vibrant things, it's even better for you. Makes your eyes explode. Love it. It's good. I don't think I have to say anything more about Disney's animation team. The world building in this movie is sort of interesting because it's contained within a house. You don't really ever leave the house in this movie. But it doesn't feel like that. It actually feels like a grand adventure because each room of this house has its own little world inside of it. Like one will be a jungle, one will be a 500-foot tower that has sand and it has kind of an Indiana Jones sort of feel to it. There's all sorts of really interesting stuff in this movie that is kind of built into the room. So it makes you feel like you're on an adventure, but you're actually still inside the house. I think that's interesting and kind of different for a movie, and, you know, a different take on a movie, I guess you'd say. Very cool. The movie definitely tries to change your expectations of certain characters. For example, there's a particular character that seems like the bad guy because everybody is gossiping about him. But in reality, the character is just misunderstood and is actually a great person. I've seen this exact thing happen to kids in high school. I've seen this happen to people on the news. I've seen this happen everywhere. And the fact that there is actually messaging for this, like a good message for this, where you don't just judge a book by its cover or judge a person by the, I guess you'd say, the gossip and things around them, is a really good message for kids to learn, and some of you adults need to learn this stuff too. There's lots of bright and vibrant characters in this movie, but my favorite by far is Luisa. She is this hulking, muscular chick that has super strength. And she's so cute and funny in this movie that she's the best character in the movie by far for me. She also has the best song in the movie by leaps and bounds as well. She has her own, like, strengths and weaknesses. Like, she obviously is super strong. She literally has the ability of strength. But then she's also, like, an emotional wreck. Like, her emotions get the better of her and she starts crying and stuff like that. It's really funny. Luis is the best character in the movie, in my opinion. I do have a couple gripes with the movie, though. For one, there's a lot of characters in this movie. Like, a lot. There's a huge family, and there's a bunch of characters with different superpowers, but other than knowing the characters for the superpowers, you really don't know their personality, you don't know what their emotions are like, except for like 3 characters. Every other character is kind of like pushed into the background, and they're kind of just background noise, I guess you'd say. And that kind of sucks because there's all these bright and vibrant characters you want to know more about, but you only really get to know 3. The other gripe that I have with this movie is that the songs are just kind of okay. There's about 7 to 8 singing moments in this movie, and only 2 of the songs I can remember, and they're the only ones that slap. Like, they're the only ones that make me, like, jam in the movie theaters with my family. Everything else kind of just, I can't even remember it, because they kind of merged in as, like, one big monster mash of different songs. Like, nothing distinguished themselves between each other. So, I don't know. If with a movie with so much music in it, there needs to be more slapping songs, personally for me. You know, I like that stuff. I'm really big into music too, so That kind of sucks. Personally, for me, this movie belongs for the family. It's just a good family movie. There's songs, there's interesting characters, vibrant, there's good messaging in the movie, there's some stuff that makes you well up in tears at the end. It's just a good family movie. If you want to see a good family movie that you can take your whole family to, that's kind of what a family movie means, Zach. Go ahead and watch this movie. It's good. I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a B. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do the YouTube business, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. That's all cool for me. Until next time, you guys, see ya! Hey, you made it to the end. That means you must enjoy my content, so go ahead and love tap that subscribe button for me. And if you don't like my content, subscribe anyways. My videos are proven to make your schlong longer. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for discussions and movie topics. And thank you so much for the support. You guys are awesome. See ya.